We spend years grinding toward a specific milestone, a promotion, a target weight, a financial goal. But when we finally cross the finish line, the expected surge of satisfaction often gives way to a sudden, confusing emotional hollowness. This emptiness is the result of treating life as a linear checklist, force that require continuous replenishment to remain stable. When we apply a finite checklist strategy to this ongoing biological system, the disconnect between our expectations and reality eventually triggers a total system collapse. To manage this system effectively, we need a clearer way to define well-being. Jonathan Fields provides this through a framework of 3 distinct, interconnected resource reservoirs. We can visualize these as the 3 buckets of a good life. First is vitality, your physical and mental resilience. Second is connection, your depth of intimacy and belonging. Finally, there is contribution, the meaningful application of your skills to the world. By mapping our energy across these 3 nodes, we can move past generalized exhaustion and identify the exact source of our burnout with surgical precision. The first law, the buckets leak. This is psychological entropy. Every human need decays when we stop actively maintaining it. Yesterday's efforts cannot sustain today. Your energy, relationships, and purpose are constantly losing volume, pulled down by daily life. This makes the arrived state, the idea that you can reach a point where your work is finished, a biological impossibility. In a system defined by constant leakage, doing nothing is an active choice to let the levels fall toward zero. The risk is defined by the second law. The emptiest bucket drags the others down. A severe deficit in one reservoir inevitably corrupts the others through a series of system-wide failures. Consider the person who funnels all their energy into career advancement. Their contribution bucket is full, but their connection bucket hits absolute zero. This empty bucket is a vacuum. Chronic loneliness creates mental fatigue, draining vitality. With resilience gone, cognitive performance drops, sabotaging the career you tried to protect. This leads to the third law. The buckets never lie. Generalized depression is often a signal of a specific, identifiable vacancy in the system. To stop the cascade, you have to look past the general symptoms and treat the specific trigger point, the empty bucket that started the siphon. Because the system is always leaking, maintaining a baseline level of enough in all 3 buckets is more sustainable than trying to maximize just one. Keeping the levels balanced prevents the siphoning effect from ever starting. The most effective defense against this leakage is the use of micro-inputs. These are daily habits so small they require almost zero willpower to execute. This looks like a 2-minute stretch for vitality, a single text message to a friend for connection, or completing one focused task for contribution. These tasks must be under 2 minutes because our unconscious mind, the 800-pound gorilla that drives our behavior, resists major changes. By making the goal ridiculously small, we bypass that resistance entirely, making the habit too small to fail. Lasting well-being arises from this quiet, daily commitment to your essential reservoirs, ensuring they remain filled against the constant pull of entropy.